Hi, I'm Michael and this is my friend Kate, and today we're going to talk to you about how to dramatically reduce the time you spend studying. Kate, what do we need to know?
Well, when we talk to students, we see this all the time. We get kids who are studying and studying and studying, or they're scared to study, so they don't do any study. And they're either studying too hard or not enough, and they're not really sure how to get better results. And the reality is, you don't need to study for a long time to do really well. You just need to be really smart about the kind of study that you do.
So Kate, how do we study smart so we can spend more of our time with our friends or with our family, not in front of the books?
So instead of just reading things, for example, do you just read books sometimes when you're studying? I used to do that all the time. Think about what it is that the teacher wants you to know or what's in your test. So instead of just reading that whole chapter of your science book, think, well, actually, what I really need to learn about is atoms. So I'm going to write down all that I know about it. That won't take you very long. And if I'm still not sure about some things, then I'll go back to my textbook and have a look.
Wow, so what you're saying, Kate, is you don't have to read the whole chapter of the textbook.
I mean, sure, if you've got time and you really enjoy science, feel free to read the whole textbook, but most of us just want the information we need to get through our test, to get through our assignment, and to learn about that topic. And that might mean that you chat to a friend, and maybe you've got different ideas about what you learnt in class. Maybe you chat to your teacher. Maybe you do have a look at some of the sections of your textbook, or maybe you even find a YouTube clip online.
Wow, what's another tip you've got for studying?
So studying, for me, means a whole lot of different things. It doesn't mean just opening a book. You can look at a video. It's okay to listen to a podcast. It's okay to jump on the net, and while Wikipedia is a terrible place to do all your study, down the bottom of Wikipedia there's a bunch of links that you can follow that have really reputable sources. So you can actually make it interesting for yourself. It doesn't just have to be the textbook that you got at school. It can be, here's my topic. Today I need to learn about Shakespeare. Maybe I need to learn about Romeo and Juliet. So instead of having to open that book if you're not really a big reader, have a look on the net, see what other information is around. But do make sure that that information and advice is real advice. It's not just something that someone's thrown on the internet and decided and written in their own words. Look for things that show you that it's a really well-considered piece of work, but look for things that are interesting to you. So YouTube clips, podcasts, short articles, long articles. It might be even conversations that you have with friends if you study in different ways.
Amazing. And Kate, you're like the queen of how to study as fast as you can so you can get on with other things. What's something else we need to know to be able to get our study out of the way?
So my favourite thing is to be organised. So even though it sounds counterintuitive, I spend about 5 to 10 minutes writing a list before I even begin studying. And even though it sounds like I'm wasting time writing a list, I reckon it cuts my study time in half.
Wow.
Because as soon as I've written a list, on that list I'll end up with things like, I need to learn about the structure of an atom, or I need to learn about the eating behaviours of a giraffe, or I need to learn what a savanna is. Suddenly I know exactly what I have to look for and I can go and look for it. Instead of having to search through my books and think about what it was that I needed to do, I know exactly what I have to do, and that means I can target the study that I do straight to those points.
Wow. So what is our challenge for the week, Kate? Our challenge, what are we going to do this week?
I've got 2 challenges for you
Whoa,
this week. I know
two
it's a big
challenges.
one. The first is try and write a list when you sit down to study. So tonight, when you're sitting down and you're going to open those books, spend 5 minutes writing a list of the things you need to know. The second is find something you don't normally use. This week, instead of just opening your textbook, see if you can find a YouTube clip that's related to your work. So find something different, something interesting for you.
Wow. Good luck. So let us know how you go.